What's going on, y'all? So listen. Girl, what's going on? Listen. Finally went to the doctor today, right? I hope y'all doing better than me, okay? I finally went to the doctor today, and yeah, girl, sinus infection plus a cold. Putting me on my ass, and I don't like it. Like, who starts off the year sick like this? Y'all know how I am. I just want to be vibrant. I just want to feel good. And I don't feel good like that. And, this was one of the worst birthdays I had in a minute because my birthday was yesterday. Girl, where's my medicine? My birthday was yesterday. My last year of being 30s. That's a lot in itself, right? Um, and I'm sick, okay? It's so depressing. So depressing, y'all. So depressing. Like, who gets a sinus infection and gets sick at their birthday? Oh my god, I couldn't even thoroughly enjoy myself and do anything. But it is what it is. As long as the fact that I'm still here. That's really all that it is to it right now. I'm still here. And truthfully, I didn't even want to get on this camera because I don't like getting on camera talking to y'all when I'm not in the best 100%. But I also don't want to deprive y'all asses. I mean, ain't really much been going on in the entertainment realm. So this video might be a little shorter than usual. Because first of all, I'm tired. I got to go to sleep. Medicated. I did go to work. What day? I took off Monday. I went to work yesterday, and I went to work Tuesday. What is today? Thursday. Yeah, I tried, and after going to work yesterday, it just, girl, it took everything out of me. I don't know what was happening. It was like everything just hit me at once, and I said, "No, ma'am, no, ma'am." So I called off today. I went to the doctor. Just to make sure everything is truly okay. Just a sinus infection, and I knew that's what it was because I ain't really been sick. And I'm just like, oh my God, you would do this shit right on your birthday. This reminds me when we went down there to Houston, me and my sister. Was it Houston? No. Yes. Was it Houston? When we went to, yeah, it was Houston. Was it Houston, bitch? When we went to, it was Houston. When we went to, I see, I'm blanking out, girl. Just stay with me. Just stay with me. Let me talk it out, girl. But we went down there to, no, it wasn't Houston. Girl, what? What city was that we went to for the it was hot as shit down there. Was it Texas for real? Girl, for the one of the tours, that lady tour. Girl, I never went to Texas. I can't remember. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? I feel so irritated. It was the Renaissance tour. Is it the Renaissance tour? Welcome to the Renaissance. Okay. Bitch, this is how I know I'm sick. This is how I know, bitch, it's fogging up. Y'all sitting there like, y'all screaming it out. Bitch, when we went down south, I guaranteed you I feel so stupid. Hold on. Okay, it was in Houston. Bitch, was it? Hold on. the NRG Stadium. So where's that at? Oh my God, I feel so dumb. Like, I really just had a brain fart. Like, wait. It's in Houston, Texas. Okay, okay. Houston, Texas, bitch. For some reason, it didn't sound right. But, girl, when I went down there it is. Let me tell you something. I ain't editing. I ain't cutting out. Y'all probably was screaming at me, girl. Just know I'm just a little foggy in the head, bitch. Okay? I'm trying to get back to myself. I'm not 100%. Give me a little bit of grace, okay? But when we went down there, bitch, for that tour, the very next day, I was sitting up in that airport because we went there, went to the show, woke up early as shit after leaving late as shit. We woke up early as shit, went to the airport. Bitch, I was sitting there, bitch, and I know my throat was tickling. It was a little pressure going on. I said, girl, what the hell is this? By the time we got back to Chicago, it was full blown. I said, oh shit, bitch. I had a sinus infection right then and there. I said, that don't make no sense. Put me on my ass, bitch. And I mean on my ass. Okay? But yeah, that's exactly what's going on right about now. And I was just like, girl, I don't I don't like my voice being played with. It's deep enough, bitch. Out here sounding like pure white and everything. You know, I can't give y'all the quality stuff. I couldn't even, I didn't even care about it being my birthday yesterday. Listen, let me tell y'all something. And shout out to the couple of people that sent me a little bit of, a couple of things on, Cash App. Was it Cash App? Yeah, Cash App. It was only two of y'all, literally. Only two of y'all. I said, damn, bitch, y'all don't love me. I don't be asking y'all for nothing. I wasn't expecting much, but damn, only two people. I said, well, shit. All right. You know, but hey, thank y'all. I got, you know, it is what it is. I was like, shit, bitch. I posted it and everything because y'all know I really don't like doing that because I don't like coming off like I'm begging or whatever. But so the only time I do it is on my birthday, and y'all said fuck it. And I said, you know what? Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all said, bitch, times is hard. I said, I know that, girl. I know that's right. Bitch, we all up in this motherfucker struggling a little bit, you know, whether trying to get up out the bed, trying to get to the next, from one location to the next location. Bitch, I understand. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm just so annoyed. Y'all, I'm just so annoyed. Cause, like, why would I get sick right now? And then with all of the stuff that's going on right now, like, entertainment ain't really entertaining me, okay? I truly don't give a damn about whatever's going on in the blogs because at this point that really don't matter. It's about all of the stuff that's going on with our government right now that's just really just we need to just talk. Like if I felt up to it, I would have and see, let me tell you something. Blame the cold, okay? Blame the sickness. Blame the sinus infection. Blame all of that because I had all the plans for doing a live what it is. Okay. I wanted to do it when I for my birthday. I wanted to go live and, you know, just shoot the shits, be on there for a couple of hours or so like I did the last time. I couldn't even do that because I ain't had none of the energy to do it. And I feel like I cheated y'all because I really wanted that because this would have been a good time to have like a little bit of interaction and to actually talk about like a lot of the stuff that's going on, especially with our government and all of that situation. And it's really, really like so crazy what's happening. It's so crazy what's happening. Um, and it's sad. It's really sad. Okay. People out here getting their lives taken from them and people trying to make it seem like that they were the aggressor. Everything, like the government is falling apart. The world is falling apart, but the government is falling apart. And we are living in some scary times right about now. Okay? Some scary times. Um, This administration is just not it. This administration is just not it. And they are trying to get this man impeached. Now, once they do that, which I'm pretty sure it will happen, but what's next? What's next? He was impeached before. I remember the last time when that man was up in office, he did get impeached, you know, and he still served out the rest of his term. So what's like, unless he's gonna actually be removed, what is it gonna do? Oh, girl. I'm sorry. Because basically ICE out here playing games. Out there in Minneapolis. And, killed the woman. Murdered her. And I hate the narrative that they trying to pull and make it seem like that lady was being the aggressor and all of this stuff and and even my whole thing is this. Let me find her name because I don't want to disrespect her any further than the way that they have been they trying to disrespect her and turn her into this terrible person. Because from what I seen, oh, hold on, girl, I'm giving this off the fly. Mind you, they said that she was a conservative. Uh, that's fine. Either way, her name was Renee Nicole Good, 37 years old. She was just trying to leave, whatever. They tried to make it seem like this woman was trying to attack these ICE agents that was on the ground in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I hope I've been seeing it. Girl, just understand I am under the weather. Things a bit foggy, so if I get a little bit of stuff here and there wrong, you know what I'm talking about. But, so take it a little bit easy. But this is serious. She, for them to get up there and to put this post out, the sitting president, the secretary, whoever that lady is with the fucked up face, and to make it seem like she was the aggressor, to make it seem like Renee actually did this on purpose and was trying to harm those agents, when in actuality, once you see the footage, that's not even what was going on. For them to make it seem as if these agents actually got harmed, when in actuality, all they had to do was fucking move. And they were literally pulling on her car, okay? And she was trying to move away from them, and they're moving towards her, and they're on her car trying to open her door and all of this stuff. And when that foot, because she's probably panicking, like, what the hell? She ain't got nothing to do with what's going on. She's just trying to get the hell up out of there, and y'all pulling on the door. And next thing you know, and 9 out of 10, she didn't even have a weapon. And you don't have to have a weapon these days, okay? As we clearly see, this was straight up murder. This was straight up murder, okay? Popped her 3 times and then left her in the car like that, you know? And trying to make it and put this narrative out there. Like, I know that we can falsify a lot of stuff, but when there are so many videos and so many different angles of this whole situation going out, and people are literally live streaming it and all this stuff, whatever, you cannot sit up here and put out this narrative that your agents and all these other people were the ones that were the victim, that they got harmed and all this stuff. No one is buying it because we saw it with our own 2 eyes. Some of us got 4, okay? Some of us need to have 4, but we saw it crystal clear in 4K. That lady was not a threat. That lady was trying to leave. Them agents were the threat. And instead of just backing off, your instinct was to take your gun out and to shoot this woman. She didn't even brandish a weapon. And so you took it upon yourself to just go pop, pop, pop. Like, for real? For real, a mother? You don't think that's okay? You don't think that's weird? You don't think that that's wrong? And my whole thing is, you have that footage, and this is how sick and twisted these particular people are. You can't scrub this footage. No matter how you try to scrub it, no matter how you try to twist it, people have already saw it. Okay? People seen it, people know what's going down, and you still want to get up here and put this narrative out like she was the aggressor and all this stuff, and that's not what it was. That's not what it was. No one is buying that. And if you are, you're sick just like them. Okay? That woman lost her life for nothing. That woman lost her life for nothing. She was murdered. Her life was taken. Okay? And this is, if you don't see what's going on, we supposed to be a democracy. We supposed to have rights. You know, this country is being turned into a dictatorship. Why am I supposed to be trying to fear you? I shouldn't be so scared to go outside. And I say that I'm scared now, but it's like putting yourself on high alert. Putting yourself on high alert. Because this woman did nothing. You literally see them pulling on her door. Okay? You literally see them put the gun into the window and pop her. You don't see no agent get ran over. You don't see no agent get hit by the car or anything of that such. You don't see nothing that needed any type of force like that. Okay? Why would you do something like that? Why is your first instinct is to shoot somebody like that? And it's like, you are an ICE agent in this administration, and you really feel like what you're doing is okay. And when you do something like this, how do you go home and you sleep at night? And then for like the black people that are ICE agents and stuff like that, it's like, girl, what? You doing all this? I feel like if you are a black person or a person of color that has been in a marginalized group that always get shitted on and all that stuff, I feel like if you take a position like this, you're doing it so that you can feel like you have a little bit of power, a little bit of like you're on even grounds with the white people and the other people that basically put your ass down. And truth be told, you're not. You're not. Because if you're out there uniform and you get pulled over, you'll be treated the same way, god damn it. Like what? And even in the uniform. It's just so, everything is so messed up. We only 8 days in, y'all. We only 8 days in. They're protesting, they're doing a whole bunch of stuff. It's just really, it's really freaking ridiculous as to what's going on and what the country is coming to. And to have people still trying to act like everything is okay and what is happening with this administration is okay. It's not. It's not. Okay. Impeach him. And if you're going to impeach him, what you going to do next? Is he going to get out of office? Mind you, this is literally his first year of this term. Okay. January 20th will be here next week, right? Is it next week? Well, week in a couple of days. All right. And look at what's going on. Look at all of the mess that has been happening. It is so, it's disheartening. It's scary actually. It actually is. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And with all of the stuff that's going on, it's like you try to distract yourself with other things that's happening, that's not so serious, that could be fun, or, the gossip and all that stuff. But then you just come back to it, and I'm just like, we are living in a crazy time right now. We are really living in crazy times right now. And it's actually quite scary how things have come. And what's even more scary is the fact that the people in that administration that is trying to control things right now, this is what they want. They see absolutely nothing wrong with this. And they're trying to rule off of fear. They're trying to rule. Okay, first of all, and they trying to do it off of fear. That's what it is. I don't see no other way to put it. You're trying to do it off of fear, and you forgot that you live in a democratic place. Okay, the people know their rights. The people know the Constitution. The people know everything, and the people are gonna stand up. They gonna stand up for what's right. Okay, yeah. This is crazy, and again, this is only 1 year in. 1 year in, we still got 3 more years of this mess. 3 more years of this mess, and y'all. And then just found out that there was another U.S. citizen, okay, born and raised, Keith Porter, a black man who was in L.A. in his own home celebrating New Year's Eve, and ICE killed him. This is too fucking much that's going on. And then there was a woman out here that got shot like 5 times. Like it's just too much, y'all. It's too much. It's too much. And something has to happen. Like somebody needs to come in and do something. Like we have to. I, what can be done? That's the thing. What can be done? Like I ain't never seen shit like this for real in my lifetime. I'm about to be 40 next year. God damn, bitch. God willing. It's just too much. It's too much. And you got Stephen A. Smith basically trying to say, baby, has Stephen A. Smith always been such a goddamn coon? Like, what is going on? Okay? This man literally said that it was legally justified from a lawful perspective. Don't expect this man to be prosecuted, because he was completely quote unquote justified in what he did to killing Renee Nicole Good. But then from a humanitarian perspective, why did you have to do that? Bitch, I don't like him. He is such a, like, can you just come out and say that you support this administration and that you support Donald Trump and all of that shit? Like, it just, I don't like a motherfucker that want to be like, well, you can look at it this way or you can look at a contrarian. I don't like that shit, bitch. That's not what we doing right now. What's wrong is fucking wrong. Like, what the hell? And if it was justified, and if it was supposed to happen, and if this and this and this, why they trying to cover it up? Why they not letting people get up in there? Why they trying to erase stuff? Why they doing all of this shit? Like, shut the fuck up. Now you're pissing me off. Okay? You're pissing me off. It's very irritated. As a fucking black man, you bootlicking motherfucker. Like, I don't understand it. Then you got, you know what? And then the world is so crazy, and especially out here. Y'all got the monks, okay? We have monks that are here. They decided to come to the United States of America to do a peace walk across America, right? Because bitch, we need it. That says a lot. They came all the way over here from their location to do a peace walk. And you got churches that are calling the cops on them. You got, people protesting them instead of just showing love. Mind you, they're not asking for anything. They're just fucking walking. What's wrong with walking for peace? They're not begging. And that just goes to show you how fucked up this world is and how fucked up this country is in itself. That you will literally protest monks out here walking for peace. You don't have to understand Buddhism or anything of the such. It ain't even got to do with religion at this point. They're just walking for peace. I thought peace supposed to be universal. And you got your black ass out here talking about some you going to hell? Are you serious? Religion has done a number on our community. For real, for real. For real, for real. Like, I just don't understand what is going on. It's so sickening. It's so sickening. Um, And yeah, you want me to talk about this mess? Like, speaking of religion, this is a good segue because I got to get off of this because I'm getting upset, as you could tell. And I didn't want this video to be so heavy. I didn't want it to be too long, but I didn't want it to be so heavy. But we had to get the real shit out the way because at the end of the day, all this other entertainment shit don't matter when our world is literally just crumbling. The country is crumbling right around us. Um, and it shouldn't really be that way. But coming to religion, Jamal Bryant and his current wife been getting a little bit of backlash from the Christian community because of a dress that she had on that was black and nude. You know what I'm saying? I thought the dress was nice. I thought that it looked nice on her. I knew that she didn't wear it to church. Okay. It was a gala that they wore to or whatever. And of course, I just knew instantly once I saw it, regardless of how the fact that I liked it, I knew that the Christian folks, the good old Christian folks, y'all so goddamn judgmental. It doesn't make any sense. And see, let me tell y'all something. The judgment that y'all put out there is what turns people away from the church. Okay? You want people to come in and you want people to, listen to the word of God. Sometimes you can't even tell if you're really listening to the word of God, if you listen to the word of man. Which one is it? Okay? That's one. Two, you want to come into some place that you're supposed to feel free, you're supposed to feel safe, but yeah, you're coming into a place where you're heavily judged. Mind you, isn't it in the Bible saying that thou shalt not judge unless you're God, as if you're God when you're not? That's a sin, right? I know I just remixed the hell out of that, but you get the gist, okay? You get the gist. And it's like, it's a lot of judging. The most judgmental people on this planet Earth are Christians, right? You're so holier than thou, and then you're the most sinful. We're the most sinful, okay? No one is perfect. So why are we judging as if we are? We're supposed to be Christ-like, but we're not Christ. So that means it's going to be rooms where it's going to be times where we stumble, we fumble, we do, something that we're not supposed to. And that's because we are imperfect human beings. All right? We are human. So therefore, leave a little bit of leeway, you know? And I'm putting all that because it's just the hypocrisy of it all when it comes to churches and religion and all that stuff. But this whole dress situation, I could see if she wore this to the church, a COVID, what y'all call it, a Kojic event. I don't know. What are y'all church gatherings or some shit like that? I don't go to fucking church. I don't know. Um, if she did something like that, bitch, I would be like, girl, now you know, not the time. You know these people ain't gonna be there. But this is for a gala. This was for something completely different. And, her husband says she could wear it. Her husband helped picked it out. Jamal Bryant, he's the what's New Birth? He's still over there at New Birth? Yeah, he's the pastor. So he picked it out, he approved it. She said, fuck it, I'm gonna put it on. That's what I want. My man on man, it is what it is. I'm not going to church, I'm going to this gala or whatever it is. Okay? Of course, I'm pretty sure they should have known that it was gonna cause a little bit of controversy. And this just goes to show how fucking here it is. You put this thing on, of course you know that it was gonna be people that's gonna judge. You would think that they wouldn't, but they will. Because of course, even though they want to say they're godlike or live in godly ways and all of that stuff or being like Jesus, they're still human and they're still gonna judge. And they're still going to do it outwardly. And that's exactly what happened. And it's like, I'm pretty sure they knew that was going to happen too. But for another pastor to come out and then to disrespect this man's wife by calling her a $2 whore and all of this stuff like that, and you're saying this in the pulpit, you're saying this to your congregation, and you want to understand why that people are being turning away from going to churches, turning away from certain type of religions because of the judgment, because of the hypocrisy. I don't want to go to a place where I'm going to be called out in front of everybody and I'm going to be made to feel less than. I'm going to be made to feel subhuman. I'm going to be looked down upon. I'm going to be shunned just because I made this simple mistake or whatever. Where's the love in that? Where's the God in that? There is none. And for you as a pastor to get in front of your congregation and to talk about another pastor's wife and then to say it in that manner and call her a $2 whore just because you didn't agree with what she had on. Nothing really was wrong with what she had on. The only thing that was wrong with what she had on was the fact that she was a pastor's wife. That's the only thing that it comes to mind for people. That's the only reason. Because had she not been Jamal Bryant's wife, y'all would have loved it. You would have loved it. And I mean, I get it. Because some people would say, at the end of the day, you are a pastor and you're a pastor's wife. You're the first lady. So therefore, regardless of if you are at the actual church or at another event that's not even for the church, you're still representing God. You're still representing that church. Understandable. I get it. But it didn't need all of that. That man to call her a $2 whore and all that stuff, because that's one expensive looking $2 whore if you ask me, bitch. It's given like, do you wish your wife could have fit something like that? Meanwhile, the main ones that's probably judging, and I guarantee you that pastor that called that lady a $2 whore, 9 out of 10 that stepped out on his wife multiple times and had multiple affairs on her. And yeah, you up there in that pulpit judging this other man's wife. Got to deal with that if he have to, okay? You don't have to speak on something that ain't even concerning you. Now, Jamal didn't really have to speak on it and give a whole sermon about it, but, he felt it in his heart to say what he had to say because, again, he trying to protect his wife, too. And see, this is why I don't understand why some people want to get into religion, because especially when it comes to black folks, be the most judgmental people. The most judgmental people for the most part when it comes to religion, and we'll put out there, guys, thou shalt not judge and all that stuff, but yet be the main one doing all of the fucking judging, okay? And again, you wonder why people are turning away from the church, all right? You wonder why people would rather just be spiritual instead of going to an actual church and sitting and communing, because they don't want to be judged. They don't want to have to go through all of that shit. And it's sad. It's sad, all right? Do I feel like they do? At the end of the day, I can understand the people that said that was wrong, what she had on. But at the same time, they knew what it was. They knew the backlash that they probably would get. And they just like, fuck it. We're not finna be held to these, gotta walk on eggshells or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is the profession that you chose. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, Jamal has been through so many scandals. This shit don't faze him. I didn't see nothing wrong with the dress. I thought the lady looked really nice in the dress. And given the fact that it wasn't a church event, I still didn't see nothing wrong with it. Now, again, if it was at church, yeah, I can understand. I can totally understand that, but it wasn't. But then again, like I said, whether you're in a church or not, people are going to look at you as the pastor of the church and the first lady, so you got to uphold yourself that way. And again, like I said, Christians can be the most judgmental people. The most judgmental people. I didn't see nothing wrong with the dress, but I can understand others that do. But at the same time, it's the way that you convey that. You don't have to be so goddamn disrespectful. And for that pastor, you a pastor. I would not want to come back to a congregation from and being taught and being told the word. I'm trying to get my spiritual and my religious nourishment coming from somebody who could talk about another person's wife and call them a $2 whore just because of something that they wore to an event that's non-church related. Like, what? Are you serious? Because then that's like, if I mess up and I try to come to you and speak to you about my sin ways that I did, I just stepped out and did this accidentally or whatever, or, this is going on. bitch, I'll be afraid that you gonna fucking judge me and get up there and try cussing my ass out and calling me this and calling me that. Like, no, religious is crazy sometimes. But yeah, y'all tell me how y'all felt about the whole situation with that. Um, Ray J in the hospital. He's still in the hospital. He got the pneumonia. I'm so glad I ain't got that. Girl, that's scary. They say, um, he recently was rushed to a Las Vegas hospital after catching pneumonia and experiencing heart pains. Well, technically just chest pains. Um, yeah, that's scary. Well, I mean, I'll be okay. I don't want nothing bad to happen to the nigga. Anyway, Bruno Mars. And the other story is Bruno Mars just came out saying that he's gonna bring out an album. He got a single coming out this Friday. The album is called The Romantic. Wait a minute. That's the single name. Bruno Mars lead single dropping from his first solo album. Is that the album name or is that the? Anyway, he got an album coming out and he has a tour coming out. That's the album name because the tour is called The Romantic 2. Anyway, so the album is coming out soon. I believe it's coming out in February, but it's coming out February 27th. And then the single is coming out this Friday. The tour, the world tour is coming. Pre-sale go on sale on the 14th, which is next week. Or is it the 12th? Girl, next week is the pre-sale and the sale dates, okay? He has a world tour that's going on. And the only reason why I kind of know about it because Victoria Monet is going to be on the European leg of the tour, which, girl, I mean, I get it. I'm glad that you over there, but bitch, how come it couldn't be U.S. tour? How come it couldn't be the U.S. leg? It's a stadium tour too, so that's great for her. That's great for him. Baby, all I gotta say is I listen, Victoria, go ahead and drop that single, the little snippet, to let me, that's hot. That's hot. I'm a support all the time. But Bruno Mars, he said get your best coke out, okay? Sharpen up that pinky nail and get your finest coat, okay? Because we back. We back. Bitch. Girl, I'm sorry. I want to know how he feel like when people associate him with cocaine. And he gives like he gives like Rick James because when I think of Rick James, and this is what I mean, I'm not saying that he is. I'm saying when I think of Rick James, bitch, I think of cocaine use. I think of abuse. I don't want to go through. Y'all get that? I'm not putting that on Bruno, but Bruno did have a little drug problem. Okay, that's the aspect of it that I think of it. But it's so crazy how some people when they be high off their ass, they make some of their good work. That's crazy, right? Also, I don't know if I'm going to attend, but I'm looking forward to the album or whatever. It's a stadium tour and all that shit. And for the most part, I save my stadium stuff for Beyonce. I'm pretty sure Mama finna come out with an album this year. Act 3. We don't know what the fuck it is. Bitch, why if she fuck around and goop us and be like, girl, y'all thought it was rock and it's something else. I would be like, bitch, what the fuck? Mind you, she been kind of quiet. She been kind of quiet since the NASCAR shit. I think that's the last time we seen her. And then the Kelly, when Kelly was on tour, we have not seen, and she has not posted anything. She ain't posted nothing about her man's birthday. She ain't posted nothing about her mama birthday who just passed. Her daughter birthday just passed yesterday. Our birthdays just passed yesterday. She ain't posted nothing about me. She ain't posted nothing about Blue. She ain't posted nothing about Tim. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all had the same birthdays. Girl, you said fuck us. What's that? She ain't posted nothing about, baby, we still ain't seen the Halloween pictures. nothing about New Year's, nothing about Christmas. Yeah, girl, go into hiding so you could pop out and be like, there it is. Because just know, the girls are popping out with albums and tour dates at the same damn time. You see what Bruno Mars just did? He's learning. He's learning from that lady. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Bitch, give us some goddamn time. Let Bruno get his shit out the way because you already know that shit going to sell out. Always. It's going to sell out. Bitch, give it to us in the middle of the year so that we could get some time and have some money saved up or whatever, because I'm pretty sure the tour is going to come not this summer, but next summer. Anyway, that's what's going on with that. In case y'all wanted to know, Britt Eady has filed for divorce from her man, her husband. What his name was, Michael. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all, girl. I thought that was a lavender wedding like a mug. I thought it was a lavender wedding. Never understood it because I could have sworn that I seen. Michael has a face that I've seen before, and it's not on a straight man. And I'm not trying to say that he is a homosexual or homosexual adjacent or whatever. I'm just saying, like, I just didn't understand the relationship. It never gave that he was actually in love with her. It never gave that she was actually in love with him. It gave, let me be my beard. And that's for either one. Okay? So, like, no one is surprised. No one is surprised. And I'm not saying the reason why they getting divorced, because they didn't put it out there what the reason why they getting divorced. I'm not saying that they getting divorced because of sexuality and stuff like that. I'm just saying I just never bought it. I just never understood how it came about. I'm just saying it was a lavender wedding. Now, see, lavender weddings mean basically, you're trying to cover up for something. That's what he gave. Okay? That's what he gave. She said the date of the separation was December 1st, 4 weeks before her now deleted Instagram post, saying that it's irretrievably broken and that she does not want Michael to receive spousal support or alimony. Wait a minute. So hold on, Brittany. How is it that she states the marriage is irretrievably broken and does not want Michael to receive spousal support or alimony? So wait a minute, you the one that got the cash up in this family? Up in that relationship? Is that what you trying to say? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, there's that. I need somebody to also explain to me, because this has been a big mystery to me and a couple of my homegirls that do YouTube and all that stuff. And nobody can really tell us. Maybe y'all can tell us, because this is a broader audience. Can somebody pinpoint to me the reason why and how this beef between 50 Cent and Papoose started? Please, can somebody tell me? Because the going back and forth, the AI videos, the being transphobic, it's ridiculous. I want to laugh, but I can't because I don't understand it, and I ain't laughing at transphobic shit because I don't find that funny. I hate that Clarissa has been involved in it too. And of course they're making fun of her looks and all this. Like, it's so ridiculous at this point, and I'm not understanding what is going on and why this is happening. You know what I'm saying? And then when it comes down to Clarissa, like, I understand. Don't get me wrong, baby. Don't get me wrong. Girl, I didn't take the... Oh, I didn't take the medicine. I started to open it and didn't. I stopped. Oh, girl, I thought that was the empty packet. Bitch, I'm telling you, I'm out of it, y'all. I'm out of it. I don't like this. But anyway, like, I get it that the girl can be annoying as hell sometimes. But my thing is, I feel like when do we classify what people are doing to this girl as bullying? Is it not bullying because, oh, you just don't like her and she's just annoying and all of this or whatever, blah 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 blah? I feel like it's bullying because I can't even go on TikTok without seeing a video of somebody either talking mad crap about the girl or impersonating a girl, and it's really irritating because my thing of it is I don't even feature her. Like, she's not my cup of tea. Some things that I do find her to be a little annoying or whatever. But you see what I do? I just keep on scrolling. I don't comment on it. I don't, get so deep into it and be like, ew, why she doing this? Why she doing that? She's a my man, my man, my man type of girl, okay? And obviously, in her mind, she feels as though Papoose is her knight in shining armor, compared to probably what other relationships that she had that did not go well. And probably in her mind, in her experience right now, Papoose is treating her better than anybody else has probably ever treated her. And I mean, if that's her experience, that's her experience. Now, do we all understand and get that, we feel like that man is not, his intentions are not 100% pure? Yes, we're all on the same page with that for the most part. We do understand that, yeah, because of that, we do feel like she's annoying, but at the same time, why are people picking on the girl so much? And I get it, like, she said some things that I don't agree with. I don't like her stance with the Layla Ali situation, called that out, and we move on. The making skits about her, the whole getting all up on her because she's talking about her man, her man, her man. I mean, the girl is quote unquote in love, I guess. Why is it bothering you so much? Why are y'all posting about her so much? And again, I don't keep up with people that I don't like. I don't keep up with people that annoys me. And it's like you go out your way to find stuff and to see stuff of hers so that you can talk down about her. That's what it seems like. And I gotta blame the blogs too, because that girl will be on live, I guess, and then y'all will take a clip from it and put it on the shade room or put it on the neighborhood talk. And it's like, damn, y'all doing shit like that on purpose so that the people can, this is what the blogs do though, so that's this how the hate trains be forming against certain people. They take their stuff and keep on posting and keep on posting it, and then you'll see the comments be like, oh my God, why they keep on doing this, keep on doing that? Because the blogs keep on posting it because they want some mess to happen. That's just literally what it is. It's some messy ass shit, And again, she ain't my cup of tea. And yes, I do feel like she's annoying, but I just scroll right past it. It don't bother me. But at the same time, we need to get away with this narrative that, oh, I don't like her because, she with this married man and all that stuff. Y'all do understand that not only is she with a married man, Remy Ma is with a boyfriend. Her boyfriend is with a married woman. Okay? And let's understand this, and I'm not even taking up for Papoose, but it's just this narrative that we got to debunk and we got to stop. Do I believe in this when Remy Ma was in jail that Papoose was 100% faithful to her? No, I don't. Okay? But the first person that we do know of in this relationship that stepped out publicly that got caught with it was Remy Ma. Okay? So, there's that. And Remy Ma is still with her nigga. Now, I feel like the reason why Remy Ma don't get as much heat and being called that, or her man don't get as much heat as Clarissa does is because he's low-key. And I feel like that's why people don't really mind that Remy Ma has a boyfriend and Ben had this boyfriend and she's still a married woman, because Clarissa is my man, my man, my man, my man, like she ain't never had a man before, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like people like feel some type of way, and I get it, but I just want to put that out there. They both out here in relationships and they still married. Now, with that being said, Papoose, Remy Ma has been asking you for this goddamn divorce. Remy Ma has been asking you to sign them fucking papers and you won't do it. Why won't you? Okay. You don't want to give that up. The peoples are saying that you playing little Clarissa. They saying that you playing this little girl. All right? Because you are older than her. And you kind of like taking advantage. That's what they saying. All right? They said the girl probably got a little bit of CTE going on too. I don't know. But either way, I don't like the situation because at the end of the day, I feel like they're not going to last, Papoose and Clarissa, and I feel like that's going to be very detrimental to her. That is going to be very detrimental to her. And when they break up, I'm gonna be on her side because I really feel like he shouldn't be with her in the first place. And that's going to devastate that girl. And I don't like to do that to people, but let's call a spade a spade. That's just going to detriment that's going to destroy her. It is. It really is. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. So Zion Williamson is getting caught up again. For those that don't know, he's the NBA player that got caught up with old girl. What's her name? Mariah Mills, the porn star. And that girl, like all of his women's, no shade. No shade. I got standards, okay? And maybe he don't. I don't know. Maybe he just got a thing and he's living out a fantasy of being with what? Being with big busty women that are weirdly, enhanced and all that stuff or whatever. I don't know, because if you look at both of them, they kind of favor they it's a certain type. But the Mariah Mills girl, she was the one that came out and tried to file a lawsuit against him, accusing him of sexual assault and R word and all of that stuff, whatever. And all of this was because of the simple fact that he ain't want nothing to do with her no more. We already knew that was BS. We already knew that was BS. So there's that, right? But and she's a, I hate to say this because we supposed to believe the victims, but in this situation, we knew that she was playing games. We knew that she was playing games. This is the one that kept on. Sometimes you gotta have a spirit of discernment, and you gotta be able to shift through things because it can't be. I'm calling you, and I'm so upset at the fact that you broke up with me. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. I'm stalking you. I'm doing all this stuff, and because I'm not getting the attention from you that I want the attention from, the type of attention from you that I want, and it's not working, putting you on blast in the public. So let me file this lawsuit and say that you are working and sexual assault me. That's what she did. Okay, we saw right through that bullshit. Nobody even cares about her at this point. Now he is getting caught up in another paternity suit. Okay, saying that he could potentially be the child father of this woman who is an OnlyFans model, right? What's his name? They said over the years, Zion has found himself being exposed by multiple women for allegedly having sexual relations with them and getting them pregnant. And the thing that they all have in common is that they're all sex workers. The first person to come forward was porn star Mariah Mills. She claimed that Zion made her get an abortion because he already was in a relationship. Then Zion had a daughter with his girlfriend who was also an alleged exotic dancer. Okay, that ain't nothing. Then when he popped out with a family, OnlyFans model exposed him for sleeping at her house and claiming that they were hunching while he had someone pregnant. Fast forward to now, a new OnlyFans model is making her claims that Zion is allegedly her baby daddy. Her name, she goes by Dope Chick 69. She took to her Instagram to expose him and the creator Jimmy Smacks for potentially being her child's father, meaning it's between both of them, like either or. She posted receipts of being with both the men's houses and proof that he had been sending her $2,000 through the wire. I don't need to clout chase. I was silent for 3 years and now I want to talk. I won't stop until they give me a DNA test. Girl, who y'all think the daddy? I think he the daddy. I don't know. That's Zion, and then that's the other dude that could potentially, and that's the little girl. It looked like the little girl got his smile. I need old boy to smile, but it looked like Zion. I don't know. And what if it come out and say, Neither one of you guys are the father. Bitch. This is crazy. Y'all gonna be out here doing some stuff. Girl, strap it up, okay? Strap it up. Have a little bit more respect about yourself. Also, when it comes to that, speaking of having a little respect, why? I need somebody to really explain to me what is the phenomenon of these rappers, entertainers in our black community that keep on laying down with Selena Powell. Okay? I don't understand it. Offset is one of her latest, if that she decides to put on blast. Girl, we don't really truly give a damn about Offset at this point because he's an asshole. It is what it is with that. Bitch, what the fuck is going on with... Girl, I don't even feel like doing it. Cardi B, get the fuck offline and go rehearse for your tour. That's all I truly got to say. Okay? Get the fuck offline and go rehearse for your goddamn tour. Don't the tour start next month? That's what you should be focusing on. Fuck what everybody else is up here trying to do. Okay? Tasha K, that bitch miserable as fuck. And at the end of the day, Tasha, you could delete all those tweets and all that shit that you did, but screenshots exist, real time exists, all of that. The people already know. Okay? So now, because the girl threatened legal actions against you, you want to stop talking and all this shit. Girl, it must sucks to be a celebrity sometimes because you'd be like, people would tell you, don't say nothing, you above this because you a celebrity and all this shit when you try to defend yourself, and then they'll say, oh, you a punk bitch, whatever, when you don't defend yourself, and they'll say that, oh, you must be guilty because you ain't coming out and saying nothing. It's a lose-lose situation. But I truly just say, fuck that shit. All right? Now, this is what you decided to get with when you got with Stephon's Cardi, okay? Listen, he already had other baby mamas, and I'm talking about babies, all right? And I'm talking about babies. And when I say that, I'm not talking about toddlers. I'm talking about babies, okay? You said fuck that. I don't give a shit. That's my man. He fine. I'm gonna let him nut at me, and that's what you did. That's what you did. You know, so you gotta live with that. And I'm pretty sure she already knew. She already knew. At the end of the day, you have to understand whether we like Cardi B or not, which I do. I'm not finna sit here and be like, and deny that the bitch is a bird. The bitch is a bird. We know that. She knows that. Okay? And so that's why in some of these situations, it's like, ain't even no reason to go back and forth about it. All right, just let the motherfuckers talk, and I get it. You're so tired of people talking and all this shit, but at the end of the day, you are a celebrity at a certain height, at a certain status, and you went through a certain situation with a certain person. So therefore, the people are not gonna stop talking. They're gonna come up with whatever they want to come up, and you can't combat them all. Okay, because sometimes talking out, it just makes the situation worse. Sometimes it's best if you want to handle that shit legally. And again, with a bitch like Tasha K, I just don't understand. First of all, I don't understand how people still follow her and like her, but that's just neither. Because I'm not into messy shit like that. Intentionally messy. But my thing is, if I've already lost the lawsuit because I was talking falsely against a person and I owe millions of dollars, not hundreds of thousands, not even thousands, not even hundreds. I owe millions of dollars that I know I cannot afford to pay. I will shut the fuck up. I will shut the fuck up. I wouldn't try to throw shots, subtweet without saying a person's name or whatever, or getting this person to say it, that person to say it. I would just walk away from that situation. Okay? I don't want to hear nothing about that person ever again. That just would be me. But that's too much like right. Okay? Cardi, again, this is all, and I get it. We human. You want to clear your name up and you want people to stop saying shit or whatever, but, you know, you damned if you do and damned if you don't. And that's, again, why I say I never want to be famous, because, bitch, I'm going to say what I got to say, whether you like it or not, but then I'm going to know, you know, sometimes you just got to pick, just like, some things just ain't worth mentioning. Okay, some things just ain't worth mentioning and acknowledging. And especially if we already got a court case, bitch, hit that bitch where it hurts in the courts, okay? In the pockets. And that's just all that I can say about that, bitch. Just go and rehearse for your fucking tour. And put it on the fucking floor, bitch. Okay? Put it on the floor. What? Y'all remember back in the day when we used to have, was it a show? Let me look this up. Put it on the floor. Oh, that's a song. No, that's not what it is. I could have swore there was a goddamn show that called "Put It on the Floor" or "On the Floor." Was that a ballroom? It was about ballroom, wasn't it? On the Floor movie. Leave it on the floor. That's what it was. Oh, it was on YouTube too. I'm finna go watch it. Oh my god, I love that movie so much. I'm so gay, bitch. I love everything gay for the most part. That was I loved it. I loved it for my gays and my days. Y'all remember that? Leave it on the floor. Let me find a picture of the thing. Leave it. How you spell it? Never mind. Yes. Yes. Leave it on the floor. Girl, does the logo channel still exist? Because back in the day, the logo channel used to have a lot of good stuff on there. Ain't even gonna hold you. Used to have a lot of reality shows for the queers for us. And listen, it was cute. It was really cute. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I guess the people stopped watching. I don't know. But yeah, girl. But anyway, back to what I was saying before I got to Cardi B. The Selena Powell, like, I just don't understand. I need to understand the psychology of these rappers and all these other people that deliberately, knowingly sleep with this woman, knowing how she is. And that there's a possibility that she is 9 out of 10 going to record you or going to expose your text messages or whatever and put you online, especially the ones that are in relationships. Like, I don't want to judge because love is, well, I ain't even going to say love is love. Be sexually free, okay? Do what you want to do as long as you're protected, right? But if I see that you got a history and a pattern of just being, there's one thing be just doing, you ran through. The bitch is ran through and she's not respectable of a person. And she, there's nothing like, I don't get the appeal. I could see if she was fine as fuck. And you'd be like, damn, bitch, I gotta. But she's not. At least not to me. At least not to me, bitch. I don't get it, girl. I don't get it. Somebody explain it to me, please. Because that's just like, no shade to Cat Stacks. Like, I never understood why the motherfuckers just kept on fucking around with Cat Stacks all the damn time. And then, bitch, I will never forget when Cat Stacks exposed Soulja Boy. That shit was so fucking funny. At the same time, it was sad. Because she exposed the fact that he was on that cocaine. And I said, bitch, we kind of already knew it. But thanks for confirming it. Cat Stack was a time. Cat Stack was a time. I feel like the girls, let me tell you something. The one who did it right, though, to be quite honest, was Superhead, bitch. Because, and what I mean by that was, Superhead did what she did, and then she put out a book. Now, mind you, this really wasn't around the time when Superhead was doing her shit. She wasn't like exposing motherfuckers, She was in the process of trying to find a place to stay, bitch. Okay, she had a little meaning to what she was doing, But she wasn't fucking and putting them out there on blast, you know? I mean, we didn't have blogs like that back in the day when she was doing her shit. But she wasn't throwing it through here, putting it on the radio station and all that stuff, whatever type of putting it through the wire or whatever. Oh, I was fucking with this nigga, fucking with that nigga, da 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 da. No, she did her escapades. Years later, she put it in a book and put everybody on blast right in there. $2, bitch, for that whole situation, right? And then we was like, eat that shit up. I feel like if you gonna do some shit like this, you gonna do some whole activities like that. I don't even feel, I don't even consider that whole activities. You just trying to survive out this bitch. But if you gonna do some shit like that, do it like her. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit undercover, and then years later, put that shit in the books and be like, bam, bitch, I fucked this nigga, this, and this is what it went down. You know what I'm saying? Don't be actively doing this shit and putting it out there. And see, and at this moment, let me tell you something. Like, because some people can get away with it, obviously, and motherfuckers don't care, and they still gonna be like, ooh, well, let me go try it. Even though I know what you do, and I know that you expose motherfuckers, let me still go try and risk being exposed too. Because then you will give somebody that probably, I don't know. I'd be scared that the motherfucker probably would kill my ass or something like that if I do some shit like that. Like, the people ain't scared enough of me these days. The girls ain't scared enough of me these days, okay? Have a little bit of couth to your wholeness, you know? Like, girl, what is going on? My stuff, oh, Lord have mercy. It's growling. It's hitting my back, bitch. Let me tell you something. One thing about being sick, though, I lose a little bit of weight each and every time. And I'm not saying that in a positive, but I'm just saying, you gotta look at the upside of things, okay? Well, shit, bitch, I can barely breathe, okay? But throat a little groggy, But yeah, at least I lost a couple of pounds, You gotta find a positive some way, okay? I blame myself to that. I said, oh, okay, well, shit. Well, I ain't really been eating nothing because I just ain't had the appetite, bitch. Girl, it's just, ugh. Anyway, so yeah, you got all of that going on. Cat Stack. I hope she's okay. I really do. I hope she's okay. Tariq Hill claims his ex uses their child custody visits to push reconciliation and asks for money despite filing for divorce and accusing him of physical abuse. What I don't like is, let me read this. Tariq Hill is back in court accusing his estranged wife, Kida Vaquero. I wanted to roll my R so bad when I said that, but because I just couldn't, it really didn't come out the way. It got stuck like that, Anyway, of allegedly crossing boundaries during a court-ordered time sharing with their daughter. For those who may not know, time sharing is a custody arrangement where both parents are given scheduled time to spend with their child. The goal for each of the parent is to focus solely on the child during the assigned time, not personal issues or relationship drama. According to new court filings, Tariq says that Kida was or has been using these moments with their daughter to allegedly bring up rekindling their marriage and asking him for more money. He alleges that these conversations make things uncomfortable and interfere with his ability to have quality time with their child. Hill is now asking the court to step in and wants his grandmother to replace Kida as the person present during the time sharing exchanges. He claims that the situation has gone too far and says the focus should be on their daughter, not their broken relationship. The request comes despite the fact that Kida has previously accused Hill of physical abuse during their short marriage. In court filings from last year, she alleged that he was violent on multiple occasions, which he denied. Her legal team has pushed back hard, calling his latest accusation false. And her attorney says that she has no interest in reconciling with him and insists that she has been cooperative throughout the whole process while also protecting their child. She is also reportedly awaiting a court ruling on temporary spousal and child support. A jury eventually can decide whether she's entitled to additional damages related to her abuse claims or not. It's a bunch of he say, she say, and I feel like the truth is somewhere in the middle. I really do feel like, because we have seen this where people get into relationships, abuse happens, they separate, and then they get back together. And oh, I hope y'all don't hear that. My stomach over here. It said, "Bitch, feed me, Seymour, feed me." I'm finna go watch Little House of Horrors. Anyway, we see that time and time again that happens, right? I feel like what's going on in this situation, because I don't believe neither one of them. I feel like at one particular point in time, she probably did want to get back with him. And I feel like she said, you know what if? And then she said, you know what, nah, never mind. And then he probably said the same thing. I feel like the truth is in the middle. I really do. And truth be told, I wouldn't be surprised if it come out that he was the one that want to get back and put out this stuff to make it seem like she's the one trying to get back so that he can't get that, so he don't have to give her no spousal support and all that shit. It always comes down to the money. It's not really about, the actual child or whatever. It's always about the money. It's really messed up. Let's talk about something right quick. Tyler Perry and Will Smith. Tyler Perry and Will Smith both got these lawsuits against them. Both got allegations of sexual assault or harassment or abuse or whatever against them. And I really I don't really, I can't say that I don't believe, but because we supposed to be like believe the victims or whatever. But all I'm gonna say is, I need these entertainers or these people who have power or who have a certain status, who have a certain amount of money or whatever. Stop putting yourself in positions where you can't be easily accused of doing something. Okay? And if you are actually doing that shit, stop doing that shit. All right? Because abusing your power is also another thing that I don't stand for. The Will Smith thing, Will Smith. How you spell dual name? That's not how you spell it. So, Will Smith is being sued by violinist Brian King Joseph for sexual harassment. And basically, this is all because of a wrongful termination and saying this is retaliation. He's a professional violinist. He filed the sexual harassment complaint against Will Smith and his company. And the lawsuit details an alleged incident in which Joseph discovered evidence of sexual threat of violence in his hotel room while working on Smith, based on a true story tour that happened in 2025 overseas. Did people actually show up to that shit? No shade. And of course, the lawyer for Will Smith, said that these allegations are false and baseless. He's basically suing for that and wrongful termination and saying all of this shit is retaliation or whatever. He claims that he was deliberately being groomed and priming Mr. Joseph for future sexual exploitation after inviting him to join his global tour in 2025. It details that an alleged traumatic series of events in March 2025 happened on the tour, in which Joseph claimed that he discovered that someone had entered his Las Vegas hotel room with no sign of forced entry, evidence of a sexual threat of violence. allegedly included a handwritten note reading, "Brian, I'll be back, just us," with a drawn heart and signed Stone F, as well as wipes, a beer bottle, a red backpack, a bottle of HIV medication with another individual name, an earring, and hospital discharge paperwork belonging to the person unbeknownst to Joseph. Joseph alleges that he feared that an unknown individual would soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with him. His allegations concerning my clients are false, baseless, and reckless, said Smith lawyers. They are categorically denied. And we will use legal means available to address these claims to ensure that the truth is brought to light. Joseph reporting the incident to a hotel staff, a local non-emergency police line was, and Smith management team. The complainant alleges a member of the tour management team later shamed Joseph and told him he was being terminated. Another violinist allegedly was hired to assume the same position on the tour, per the complaint. Okay, but what they got to do with Will? Now, see, this is the first time me actually reading it. Now, is he trying to say that Will was the one that did that, or could it be that somebody off of his team was the one that, did that? Or is he just, because he just showing Will technically because he fired. Now, if you're suing because you found this note, it didn't say who name it was, you found all these paraphernalia up in there, okay, cool. Nobody's supposed to be up in your room but you, and then you come back and you see all of this stuff, and that made you a little worried, and then you reported that somebody came up in your room, which is right, okay. I didn't allow this person or whoever the hell this is, I don't know. He had every right to do that. And so is he technically really just suing because he got terminated after that? I know it said that he felt like he was being groomed and praying for other stuff, but when you read the other stuff, what this particular incident, it's not saying that Will Smith was the one that left the note. I'm confused. Somebody break it down for me. It's not computing in my head because it's foggy. But at the same time, if I report something and I feel like it ain't right, and then you return, you want to fire me afterwards, yeah, I'm a sue too. Y'all got to be fucking careful, okay? Now, I don't know about the sexual aspect of it or whatever. I mean, it's always been stuff out there about Will. It's, Jada getting sued by somebody too for $3 million for threatening them and all that shit or whatever. It's a lot. It's a lot. But again, y'all got to stop putting yourself in these positions to get so close to people or whatever. And I get it that sometimes it's crazy that you can't even have a mentor-mentee situation with a person because you don't know what the motives are. But it's best that a lot of these people just step the fuck back sometime, okay? Especially when you already got people that try to, put stuff on you or whatever. Tyler Perry, let me tell you something. You need to do the same thing. Because at the end of the day, these allegations that's against you and these lawsuits that's coming out against you, I do believe 100% that you probably did have a little thing with some of them and that you had some feelings for these people, and that's why they coming out. Now, do I feel like it's also a money grab? Could be. Yes. But at the same time, even if you did not quote unquote do anything sexually to them or say anything, boundaries have been crossed between employee and employer. You made it easy for them to come out and to accuse you of something because you're too goddamn close. All right? That's just what I feel about it. And in this whole situation with Christian Keys, baby, I need you to just go ahead and put it all out there, okay? Put it all out there. This live here, this live there, this live there. He's taking back his show, All the Queen's Men. He didn't like the way that it was practically just taken from underneath him and how he was being, slowly erased from the from the show and everything. And Tyler Perry Studio was coming through and just taking over. And I will say this: I know people, some people, because I did put a TikTok video talking about this. And with some people that said they don't like Christian Keys, but at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with what he's doing. And I feel like the people don't like Christian Keys. They don't like him because he's not giving everything right away. It's like he'll give you a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and just enough to keep you hanging on. And I get it, but at the same time, I'm not mad at it. It's very strategic, if you ask me. Um, but my thing of it is, okay, I have no problem with him putting it out there what's going on, because I used to look at All the Queen's Men, and I remember when I saw Tyler Perry name in the credits and stuff like that. And then that's when I realized that he was being more involved in it was around season 3 or right after that. And that's when I stopped, because it got really, the show is ridiculous in itself, but it was watchable. It was good. And after a while, I couldn't watch it no more. Because it got unwatchable for me. And truth be told, y'all know I do like Tyler Perry for the most part. Y'all know the history. But you also know that no one, either if I like you, supported you at one point in time, you're not above critique. And I will say this: I have not watched the Tyler Perry new program, in a minute. The last movie that he put out, what is it, Finding Joy, didn't even bother watching it. Okay? I think the last thing that I watched from him was The Beauty in Black, and if you saw my review for that, you know that I didn't like it. I didn't like this current season that was out. It was just, it was too fucking much, okay? I don't even want to watch the rest of it, but because I already know. It gets to a point where, with a Tyler Perry situation, and I understand where Christian Keys is coming from, because he's basically saying you're taking my show and you're putting stuff in it that don't even fucking make sense. And he said, I'm a better writer than you. Well, anybody's a better writer than Tyler Perry. No shade. We just got to be honest about that. And I feel like Tyler Perry can go so much further. Like he's a billionaire and he's gone far, but I feel like his work can be so much more if he allowed a lot more writers to come through, give ideas and give suggestions and all this. You don't have to be a one man stop in a one man show right now. Okay, you have so many projects that you put out. A lot of them starting to sound the same, because either we done heard it in this show, we done heard it in this play, we done heard it in this movie or whatever, and you're repeating a lot of stuff. And it's sloppy. It gets sloppy at a point. No shade. And it gets just ridiculous. Something that starts off good, it becomes ridiculous, and then I have to stop watching. Do I currently watch any Tyler Perry show right now? No, I don't. You know, because it just can't. And honestly, I feel like the way that I'm looking at television, the way that I look at movies these days, even reality TV, I really feel like I either have grown out of a lot of stuff, because I don't find myself watching, and it's not just the person, it's not just like a Tyler Perry or this company or that company. I just don't be like really wanting to do it sometimes, because it has to be a really, really good show. Something that catches my attention right off the rip, okay? Right off. You know, it can't be just because of who this person is and all that stuff. No, it has to really catch my attention, because I just don't be feeling like watching it. I don't. Like I said, I wanted to get back into loving hip hop. I don't. A lot of these reality shows that I used to watch, I don't really give a damn about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't understand why that show is still going on. Maybe because y'all actually still watching it. I don't understand why. But that clip that I saw with Maurice up there basically trying to say again how he needs sex and he wants sex so much. He is a disgusting person. Somebody said Maurice is who we thought Marceau was, or who we think Marceau is. And I am on the way of kind of believing that. Because my God, Maurice has been terrible ever since. I don't even watch the show, but that clip just really pissed me off so bad, because it took me right back to when Kimmy was up here, when we found out that she had her cancer diagnosis. And then when he literally said that he needs the sex or whatever, she is actively in the process of going through treatment, chemo, and all of that. And you are thinking about your sexual gratification. She's in remission. She no longer has cancer for the moment, and you're still talking about the fact that you need sex all the goddamn time. But if you need to have sex all the time, maybe you should have married somebody that was younger, a younger woman, someone that's probably in your same age range, because I believe Kimmy is older than him, and someone who has the same sex drive as you. You can't understand that even if she was giving it to you as much as she wanted to before she got sick, and was even just laying there and letting you do your business on her while she was sick, the fact that her body went through so much trauma with chemo, radiation, her sex drive 9 out of 10 did decrease, and it probably hasn't come back. And you can't understand that? Your wife survived cancer, and you're worried about fucking. Disgusting. Okay? And I shouts out to everybody who can watch shit that they don't even want to watch, and they can talk about it or whatever, and get your coins off of it. I wish I could do something like that, because if I could stomach that, I'd still be watching Love and Marriage Huntsville, girl, and I'd be getting on here, this motherfucker. I just can't do that. I just can't do that shit, bitch. Girl, I really can't. I thought I could. I really can't, girl. I'm just not in the business of faking it, bitch. I really, ooh, Lord have mercy. But yeah, girl, quit putting yourselves in these positions to get caught up. Caught up, caught up. Remember that lawsuit between Misa Hilton and Mary J. Blige that Misa filed against Mary J. Blige about her taking her artist Vito or whatever? Baby, that shit been dismissed. I felt bad, because it's like Misa Hilton's lawsuit against Mary J. Blige dismissed after abandoning it. So what does that mean? It says, the legal battle, okay, the singer got a little win after a New York judge tossed out the lawsuit her former friend, Misa, filed against her. According to the docs obtained by TMZ, Mary and her legal team got the case dismissed and thrown out without prejudice, meaning it could potentially see new life. After Mary team called the lawsuit frivolous, Hilton had pretty much been quiet. Apparently, after she filed, she lacked in follow-up. So what was the point? You did all of this. Your relationship, your 20-plus year friendship is now down the tubes. You filed this lawsuit basically accusing her of messing with Vito, okay, and taking your artist, only to just let it sit there. Was it worth it? Flip it and reverse it? Girl, y'all are doing a lot. What else is going on? Do I need something else that I need to talk about? I'm about to go watch the Miss Pac show. That is let me tell you something. Miss Pat show is so ignorant. But I love it so much. I got a certain threshold for some shit. But see, Miss Pat show, oh, let me tell you something. Miss Pat show is what I feel like Tyler Perry would probably want to be. Cause Miss Pat show, like, it's ghetto, but it's real in a sense, because they be cussing and doing all that shit up there. But at the same time, it's talking about a family dynamic. It's her life story. It makes sense. It moves along at a good pace. That's how I feel like Tyler Perry wants to do. The way that he be throwing all this stuff up in there. Because I know I ain't the only one that was shocked when all of a sudden Tyler Perry just really started doing all this cussing and shit. Tyler Perry is so goddamn freaked out, though. Like, I'm a freaky bitch. Okay? I like a little nasty, you know? I get it. But damn, bitch, ease me into it. I never forget when we watched Beauty and Black that first time. And I'm like, why is Debbie Morgan walking up on her son and he fucking that man like that? Granted, I look at gay porn. But what is going on? It was a lie. It was a lie that was happening. I was like, oh wow. Like, Ruthless? Who is coming up with this shit now? Tyler Perry? He the one that's writing all this shit, right? That's one show that I can never get into with him. I don't do that coach shit. And especially when it comes to sexual coach. Hell fucking no. You can keep that. But yeah, that nigga is so freaked out. Tyler, you're repressed. It's okay. It's okay. Come on out. I hate to say that, but that's just really what it is. And can we wrap up Tim and Brene? Can we wrap up Tim and Brene? They're doing like a media circuit. We saw them on Tamron Hall. Well, y'all saw them because I didn't watch the shit. After that lady won that lawsuit and got awarded that money or whatever, I clocked out. I don't really care. No, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, people are full of shit. And that's just how it all is going to be. And sometimes you just got to let a person sink their own ship and continue to sink it deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's what Tim and Brene is doing. You keep on, I don't know who is in their ear telling them to go onto these shows just because you get offered, if that's what it is that's happening, to go onto these shows or whatever and to talk about this whole situation that happened between y'all and this lawsuit or whatever. Bitch, you should say no. You should say no. Because it's not doing you any favors. It's not changing the public's opinion a bit towards you. You know, it's not getting the people on your side. What are you doing it for? I don't know if you're getting paid to go on these shows. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you're making and sinking out, you're digging a ditch deeper. Deeper. Okay? And so, yeah, they was on Dr. Phil. Girl, now you got Steve Wilkos up there talking about something. You need to come on my show, and I ain't gonna take it easy on you like Dr. Phil did, bitch. I was like, oh my goodness. Please, I wish we could have left them in 2025. Like, for real. It was cute. Well, it was enough little fodder then, but it's over. I don't even understand how that became so goddamn big, but it did. Hey, it is what it is. My stomach said Ashley, hurry the fuck up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Is that supposed to be Rihanna? Where Rihanna get these cakes? Girl, I know ASAP be boom, 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 because I would. Oh, yeah, the way that man went through and took that goddamn president and his wife from Venezuela, girl, it's too fucking much that's going on right about now. It's too goddamn much going on with this country. I'm so, listen. Ugh. And the administration is so goddamn dumb, and they think that the people are dumb. The people aren't dumb. You guys are dumb. Using a fucking video footage from back in 2000, probably some other years ago, of people celebrating in Venezuela to try to use it as the people in the streets celebrating the capture of Maduro recently. And to do that shit so early in the morning, like, girl, what? And I just so happened to be up. I think I had woke up. What? Did I even go to sleep yet? No, I probably dozed off and I had woke up and went to the bathroom and see that shit. I said, bitch, what the fuck is happening? I said, what? And you want to know, okay, yes, this man was not a good man. All right? That's why we had so many. And if you don't remember, like, last year, and we had so many, because I work in the public library system, right? And at one particular point, all of 2025, especially like at the very beginning of 2025, to I would say probably like around a little bit into the summer, we kept on getting an influx of Venezuelan refugees coming in, asylum seekers, and all of that stuff, right? They were printing out their documents and all of that because of the civil unrest that was going on in Venezuela, because of the hardships, because of everything that was happening over there, right? They were coming over here trying to seek asylum, seek residency, and helping all that shit. Understandable. We had no problem helping them. So we knew that things were not going great over there, okay? We understood that. But so I'm not 100% upset at the fact that this man has been, I guess, captured, if you want to say. The man was kidnapped, okay? But I'm going to say captured to be politically correct a little bit. But it's the way that it happened. It happened illegally. Congress didn't approve this. They snuck in like a thief in the night and took that man. And all of the stuff that was going around this, taking out ships or whatever, trying to say that they were drug dealers and all that stuff, and trying to make it seem like the Venezuelan drug dealers and all that stuff is such a big threat to our economy and all that or whatever. No. They don't even make up the majority of the drugs that come into us, okay? They fail in that. So it was all a fucking ploy. It was all a fucking hoax or whatever. I ain't even gonna say hoax, but apply or whatever to get the public on the government side to be like, yeah, we need to get these people, right? That's basically what it was, okay? Yes, this man is a bad man and was fucking up the country. The people don't like him, right? But at the same time, you coming in and you taking him captive, you kidnapping him and his wife, okay? And the way that they got them out there in the detention center, just taking pictures with him. Bitch, why are you sitting there, Mondero? Did they tell you to do this? Like, what is going on? And I'm like, he changing clothes and he taking pictures and all this shit. Like, what is happening? You look a little bit too comfortable up in there. They treat you right? I don't know. Now, I seen a report say that they was beat up the shit out of his wife. I don't know. I don't know what's real these days, okay? Girl. But my thing is, you are setting a tone that the law does not apply to you. For you to just come and to snatch up somebody's president, you don't get approval, and putting all this stuff on there, and then basically saying you about to take over the country. Like, what? And the people don't want him there. But it's like, this ain't the people. This ain't what the people want. Cause you get one tyrant gone, and now you finna replace it with another one that's finna fuck up the country even more. Okay, our country ain't even all that together right about now, and now you finna go over there and you finna go pillage and plunder that for the oil, and that's all that it is for. Venezuela has one of the biggest oil reserves over there, and that is all of this about. I was looking at this and I said, please tell me this ain't got nothing to do with some oil. I said, I got a feeling this got something to do with oil. Do they got oil over there? Bitch, when I looked that shit up, I said, there it is. There it is, bitch. It's always oil. It's always fucking oil. Okay? And I'm just sitting here like, this don't make no damn sense. Now you got all these other little countries that's finna team up, bitch. Let me tell you something. Yeah, America, the U.S. of the A, we are a superpower. We are a superpower. Right? One of the biggest superpowers in the world right now, right? And we have it so that we think that, no, we're untouchable. Okay? But here's the thing. Trump is going to make it so that all these other countries that don't fuck with us, they're going to team up. They probably don't even fuck with each other. But they're going to fucking team up to try to take us down. You already got Russia finna say some shit. You got China. You got North Korea. I think you got Peru in them. You probably got Colombia. Girl, and that's just only 5 that I can name off the top of my head. And there's a vast majority of fucking goddamn countries that don't fuck with us. Imagine them putting them together. And then the allies that are probably upset at the fact that, I'm talking about our allies that are probably upset that we did this, Trump did this, because I ain't do shit. All right, I was going to the bathroom, and I found out about this. This shit was going on while I was asleep. Okay, they're probably upset that you didn't even come and talk to us about it and get us to what? So we left out in the dark. So what's the fucking point of having allies that we ain't gonna fucking communicate? I said, God damn, this motherfucker finna start World War III. Girl, the world powers are finna pop. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Anyway, like, and we got 3 more years of this. Remember, a lot of this shit has been happening since this man took office. January. Whoa. Okay, girl. I'm gonna do something about it. Hold on. January 20th. Okay. And he was fucking up over here. Now he's doing this shit where, oh, bitch. If all of this happened within the first year of his term, what the fuck is finna happen in the next 3 if he make it to 3? Y'all saw that video when he was going to that New Year's Eve dinner or whatever at the White House, and he was dragging that right foot. And as soon as he saw them cameras for real, he tried to straighten that shit up. I said, no, nigga, we saw that. We saw that foot dragging and what's going on. You saw when they was doing the press conference and that motherfucker was up there like this. The one thing about it, which wedding? Now, how are you gonna call Joe Biden Sleepy Joe and everything want to be blamed on Joe Biden, the Biden administration, and Biden this and Biden that? Bitch, Biden ain't doing nothing, okay? This is what y'all doing. But y'all call that motherfucker Sleepy Joe, and that motherfucker is right there on camera just knocked out. Like, what? What is going on? This... Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. Lord be with us. I don't even know. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for hanging in there with me. You know, again, like I said, I mean, if you want to bless your girl with a little bit of something for the birthday, the Cash App is up on the post that I put up for the birthday post. I mean, you don't have to. But I was just saying, because some people have asked, and I don't know if y'all saw it, but it's up there if you want to. But anyway, moving on. Thank y'all for hanging in there. This was off the cuff, off the dome, off the riff. I didn't make no notes or whatever because, again, I just didn't even think that I was going to come on here and do this. But just wanted to give y'all a little bit of update of what's been going on with myself. Yeah, it ain't been the best. But, hey, it's life. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still ticking. So, that's all to the good. Girl, what? Did I put lotion on my face? No, I didn't. Anyway, see? I'm so off. I'm like, what is that? I don't know. But anyway, you guys, make sure you be okay. Thank you for hanging in there with me, and I will see you guys later. Hopefully the next time y'all see me, I look and I feel so much more better. Well, that'll probably be tomorrow. Because Power Force ends tomorrow. Thank God. And you got to see how that's going to end. I was going to say I might stay up tonight to see how it ends. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. I'm going to go to sleep. Okay? I will say this. Being sick will force your ass to go to sleep when you're supposed to be going to sleep. And I've been getting some good sleep lately, okay? So, yeah, that's how yourself heal, okay? If you go, don't fight the sleep, bitch. Go out. But, again, thank everybody for the birthday wishes and the birthday love. Y'all should know that, like, you could tell that I was sick because usually when my birthday come across and I post it on the social medias and all that stuff, I try to at least like everybody that sends a post or whatever, send a comment on my Instagram or whatever, like it or whatever, or on my Twitter, try to repost and retweet to make sure that y'all know that I see it and all that stuff. Girl, I ain't do none of that. I ain't do none of that this time. I just didn't have it in me, y'all. But I haven't even looked through all the message, but I see it. And I thank y'all so fucking much. I do. I really, really do. Thank y'all for rocking with me. And hopefully this year, even though it's starting off a little rough, it gets better. It is gonna get better, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good, and the channel's gonna be great, and we're gonna be great, and we're gonna have some fun. Okay, and I will see y'all later. Peace.